Today, I will show you how to use graphing calculator to find the possible x value. We already know that for this triangle, we use cosine law to figure out this x. We got the 11 squared equals x squared plus a squared minus 2 times x times a times cosine 70. And we know this is a quadratic pattern equation. Therefore, we move 11 squared to the right side and get equal to 0. Then we can put into calculator to figure out this x value. First of all, we need to clear the memory. Second plus 712. Before we plug into calculator, and we know for this equation, cosine 70, that's degree. So go to mode, we change radian into degree first. Then I go to y1, plug in. I got the x squared plus 8 squared minus 11 squared minus 2 times x times 8 times cosine 70. Then I go to graph. For this graph, I didn't see 2 x-intercept. Therefore, I need to change the window. That will be, I change into 20 here. Yeah, let's scale change into 2. So I go to graph. Then I need to do second trace. I need to get the zeros. So I put the 2. For the left bound, let's get the 5. For each one is a 2. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8. I will put the 8 first. Then put the enter. Then right bound, I need to move to the other side. Yeah, I can put enter. That's the right bound. Then put the enter. You got the x equals 10.7. We got the x1 equals 10.767. Since this is a word problem, x means the length of the side of a triangle. Therefore, x2 is not the solution because it's a negative number. But we just want to practice over here how to use a graphing calculator get the other solution. So we go to second trace again, then go to 2. I want to get this 0. Therefore, the left bound means on the left side of this x-intercept. We know this is a -2, -4, -6. So I just put a -6. Enter. Right bound. Yeah, that's on the right side of this 0. Therefore, we got enter. So we got the x2 equals -5.294. We have only one solution for this problem. That's x1 equals 10.767 centimeter for x. There is another way to solve this equation by using graphing calculator. We go to math, Then use the upper arrow, go to solver, enter. We need a equal to 0. Therefore, I plug in x squared plus 8 squared minus 11 squared minus 2 times 8 times x times cosine 70. Make sure your mode have to put into degree. After you put in your equation into this equation solver equation, then you put enter. What's the meaning for this x? X is the estimated value you need to put in. I estimate for this x is 5. Then you put the 5. If you estimate this is 10, then you can put the 10. Normally, according to the equation you put in, and you can guess how many value of x-intercept you are supposed to get. For this quadratic function, we know at most you have 2 solutions. For this x, we are supposed to get the positive value. That's why I put the 5 first. Then I go to alpha, enter. They give you solution. That's your x1 equals 10.767. Since we already got one solution for this equation, how you decide the other solution? Because this is a quadratic equation, at most there are 2 solutions. The very beginning I put the 5. This time I can try -5. Then I do alpha, enter. See, I got the negative value. That's the second solution. But we know that for this specific problem, we need a positive solution. Therefore, only x1 equals 10.767 will be the solution to this equation. Normally, when I use equation solver, I always combine with y equals. So if I put into y equals, then I go to graph. The graph normally show you the zeros clearly, how many zeros you have. Let's go to another example. This time I only use the equation solver to solve this problem. Go to math, upper arrow, go enter. Then upper arrow again, clear. Then we put in the equation. Make sure the equation you change into equal 0. So we got the x squared plus 8 squared minus 7 squared minus 2 times x times 8 times cosine 50 degree. Make sure the mode you have to change into degree. Then I put enter. For estimated value for x, I can just put the 10 first. Then I go to alpha, enter. I got the x1 equals 8.525. I need to figure out the x2. Very beginning, I put in 5. Then I will put the -5. Alpha, enter. They give me x2 equals 1.5 760. If you don't have any clue for this estimated x, you can put into y equals. Then check the graph. They will show you the estimated value of roots or x-intercepts. Normally, I combine with the y equals and this equation solver to figure out zeros.